Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Euphony Lager, 5.2% alcohol, introduced apparently in 2018, independent craft brewer certified from the Brewers Association. This is from Campanology Brewing Company of Waunakee, Wisconsin. Well, I couldn't find out anything about Campanology. This is apparently a Trader Joe's alias thing, but the brewery is really called Octopi, and they do contract brewing around the United States. And they basically, their website is about, they have a tap room and a bar, you can go in there and drink, but they say you should sign up for us because we have the lowest beer taxes in the United States, and they have a chart, you'll save this much money in this compared to other Midwestern states. So no problem, craft, a contract craft brewer, that's not an issue as long as the beer tastes good. This was canned on November 7, 2018 at 10:09 a.m. It's got the date, guys. Euphony. Get it? Euphony. Good sounding beer. Good sounding beer. Guess it's an okay label. What a gusher euphony. Voluminously wells. Okay. How sweet. How it dwells. Well, it was inexpensive at Trader Joe's, so this is the first video review for this lager beer in the world. Rate Beer has a few reviews, maybe one or two, not 10. It's like 162 on Untapped. It's not even listed on Rate Beer, so that's how new it is. Euphony. Maybe this attempt to find out about this beer will result in some eustress for me. Some eustress. Not distress, eustress. Thick, off-white head and a hazy, yeah, it's hazy, and I see a lot of suspended sediment throughout this beer with a few lazy bubbles ascending. The appearance is gold, yeah, golden, just golden. I don't know how it's appearing on video, but it is golden. All right, the aroma. The town, Waunakee, Wisconsin, must be an Indian name. It's close to Madison. Northwest of Madison, from what I could tell, and Madison is directly north of here on U.S. Highway 51. Ooh, it's been nearly 20 years since I've taken that 51 trip, bottom to top, south to north terminus. I'd like to do 61 again, also, and 11. It smells like good beer, but kind of standard. Sort of an old Milwaukee. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Stroh's. G. Heilemann. Type thing. Old style. I was thinking of the name Old Style type beer. Although the appearance is not like those with all the sediment. The flavor. Nothing like those. Really, this is a Pilsner type, pretty intense bitterness. 5.2% alcohol. I guess the IBU is probably around 35. Mouth feels medium. There's a lot of sweetness here. Not a corn sweetness, but just like a sugary sweetness. Pretty heavy lacing. Very clean glass. Crisp, dry finish. Okay, all right. It's a Wisconsin Pilsner-style beer. All right. And not like some beers that say a fine Pilsner beer. Some kind of like 4.2%, 95 calorie light beer that they say is a Pilsner beer but has virtually no bitterness. No, this has real Pilsner bitterness. Now, those people next door who have inexplicably started drinking Coors Light and Miller Lite and seem to have abandoned Bud Light for whatever reason, not that it matters much. Their intake is still prolific, including cigarettes, which they adore. But if they tried this, I just know I know them well enough to where they would say, "Oh, whoa, it's too bitter." Oh, they would humor me and taste it a little bit. They would never drink it. They would find it far too bitter. Excuse me. Yeah, it's bitter, but it's so mild. Not that it's not really much to get upset about. That it's so mild. Drinkability is extremely high. The can is empty, and I could just literally gulp this down in one gulp on video. I'm not going to because I need some. I could. Not going to because I need to write a written review. Need to. Tell you what. This is intense bitterness in the vein of Pilsner Urquell and Stout O'Pramen type situation. It's really impressive, and I'm trying to think, like, did they use adjuncts? I'm not tasting any. They may have some flaked maize to soften it. Now I'm trying to think of what are the downsides to it. What are the negatives? You tell me. For the price, which was, I'd have to go dig for that receipt, but I mean it was very cheap. Like, just Trader Joe's cheap, if you know what I mean from experience there. So, Euphony. It sounds good, and in fact, it smells and tastes very good. And I'm going to say laissez le bon temps relais. Extremely nice product. I'm shocked because I didn't know what to expect, and but I wasn't expecting too much really. But I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.